Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Strategic Command World War II, War in the Pacific, Rise and Fall of an Empire. That is a mouthful, but the Rise and Fall of an Empire is the newest DLC out for Strategic Command World War II, War in the Pacific, which is a turn-based war game looking at the war in the Pacific, as you might guess from the title. In our first episode, we took our first look at the series. We were playing the sort of Marco Polo bridge incident scenario, which takes place from 1937 until Pearl Harbor. It's 80 turns long, and, you know, it really focuses on the Japanese attack against China up until Pearl Harbor. So we will see if we can do better than Japan historically. We're a little behind in the South. We haven't taken Nanking. We should be just about to take it, based on history, but we're going to be a little behind there. We haven't taken as many casualties though, so hopefully that bears well for us. In any event, this was taken from a live stream from my Twitch channel from a couple of days ago, so let's go ahead and turn it myself over to my live streamy self and jump back into the fight. They're going to attack us? They're bombarding us with that artillery. I would have saved those shells for defensive actions if you weren't going to attack. I did shoot a U-boat sailor for no reason, didn't I, in U-boat the one time I played the game? Okay. British are initiating aid to China through Hong Kong. Great. And French Indochina. Yeah, but we overran Shanghai a while ago. Maybe we should attack U.S. gunboats. That's a good idea, right? Upcoming decision events are pivotal for Japan's strategy in occupied China, allowing the creation of 3 collaborationist states from captured territory. These states will function as minor countries aligned with Japan. These decision events will be presented sequentially, and each approved decision will unlock the next. As Japan progresses through these series, each new collaborationist state will become a stronger version of the last, and the third and final state formed will greatly improve Japan's political economic influence. The strategic benefits to Japan are significant: additional units, increased MPPs, and a boost to national morale. These states will also weaken China's national morale and reduce U.S. mobilization. By implementing these decisions, Japan can strengthen its military, political, and economic position while undermining the enemy's cohesion and resolve. Okay, but it did. Okay. Is there a benefit to not doing it? Okay. That's what I'd be most interested in. It's like, why wouldn't you do it? Okay, I really need to pause for some of these units and reinforce. There's got to be troops here, right? Yeah. Okay. Spend some points and reinforce those troops in the north, I guess. Hope the Chinese don't decide to go around to the counteroffensive and drive into our very vulnerable flank. We have like no troops there. Okay. It's a lot of units. Good job, heavy artillery. Okay. Working our way toward Nanking, slowly but surely. Ucho in the south is getting hit with lots of field guns. Shoot him up, shoot him up. Got him. Ouch. That brigade's of toast. Huh. Well, they did better than I thought they would, and they were able to get out. Good for them. I should have moved this unit. I could have hit him. Okay. Shattered that army. Nice. What's the Japan has 42 units, China has 50, the communists have 10, so 62 ground units, but we just chew through them like a hot knife through butter. All right, let me... Isn't this a friendly... Why is this an axis? I'm confused. Do I have to move troops into that port to make it... Okay. Probably need these troops at Shanghai as we expand the front. As much as I'd like to move them in the north. There's just too much ground to cover down here. from a manpower perspective, I would argue it doesn't make sense to have more headquarters in the north. I don't know if that's really true, but all right. I think that's everybody. All right. One more turn. Maybe we'll get to start spending some money back on tech and stuff. British mobilization rises with growing admiration for the Chinese performance at Shanghai. I really would have liked to have known if we had to have taken Shanghai by now. I don't actually know the historical date that Shanghai... Well, but the Battle of Shanghai isn't even ongoing anymore. I'm very confused. We're driving on Nanking, not Shanghai. We already took Shanghai. Okay. Thank you for that historical note about Chiang Kai-shek. Oh, I forgot about my carriers that were just sitting out there. Unlike historical, I'm pretty much not using my navy yet. I suppose I should have been doing amphibious landings all along the Chinese coast, maybe? I mean, I guess I could still... Whoa, they nearly destroyed that unit. Hey, Hauser, how you doing? It is Strategic Command World War II Pacific, and there's a DLC for some early and late war scenarios. We're playing the Marco Polo Bridge to Pearl Harbor scenario. Okay. You can play as China. The warlords exist as minor allies of China. Right, the Chinese territory is now under our control, contains significant natural and human resources that can help support our war effort. Establishing a local government will help us secure these areas by utilizing local populace to access resources, manpower, and suppress resistance movements. It will also project the image of a greater East Asia co-prosperity sphere, providing legitimacy to imperial expansion. Should we establish the provisional government of the Republic of China? It'll cost us 100 MPPs initially. Peking will become the capital. An additional 25 MPPs per turn will be generated. A new unit will be deployed, and additional units will become available to build, while Japan's national morale will increase. Additionally, China's national morale and U.S. mobilization will decrease. So we could just directly control them ourselves. Sure. It gives me more money, I guess, is sort of my thought, and it helps delay U.S. intervention. No, Manchukuo is already... This is like... Japan did set up sort of a puppet version of the Chinese government. That's not what I meant to do. Flank 'em. Okay. Would 2 Point Museum work on this channel? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't actually played the 2 Point games. I think I own 1 or 2 of them. They looked interesting, but I've never actually played them. So maybe. We need to break this deadlock in the north. Using our cavalry in the north to our advantage here. Let's try and advance on this warlord capital up here in the north. First step is reducing this division, this elite division, it says. I don't know if they're like German trained or what, but destroyed them. Okay. Pull that brigade back a little bit. We'll hit these warlord troops with artillery. Got him. Shattered those boys. Okay. Well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been, chugging along. It's been a long while, 10 plus years. The channel hasn't been as active this year. Birth of my second child, but it's been a fun ride. I never thought I would be doing this. When I started this 10 years ago, I did not, or 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I did not think I would still be doing this at this point, but I have fun. Seems like people enjoy it, So, as long as that's the case. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Alright. Chinese division defending Nanking. Go whoop. The only issue up here in the north is we're going to rapidly start running out of supply because there's no rail lines or roads even. destroyed that enemy unit. Didn't destroy the fortifications, but did get the bottoms. Although I guess we're the bottoms. Alright. Do we have one more unit in Japan? We'll bring these guys to Shanghai. Maybe our carriers can be better ground attacks than I would expect. I feel like air power attacking ground units in these games never really is all that big of an advantage, but maybe in this game it will be. It's kind of why I hadn't been using it a whole lot, but we'll save it for next turn. Okay. I really need to start spending MPPs on stuff other than like just transporting troops. I need more research. I need more everything. Makes ports more effective. That actually might be useful. We'll pocket the cash this turn. Are there any troops in this? Doesn't look like it. All right, end the turn. There's two sort of invasion of Japan scenarios. There's also a spring of 42 to conclusion of the war scenario, sort of Japan decision pre-Midway, right before the foray into the Indian Ocean. The Panay incident. Oh no! We bombed an American gunboat. Nanking Industries relocated to Chungking. I guess we got too close. We didn't overrun them fast enough. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. So many Chinese gunboats. I'm gonna not get my destroyer sunk by them because that'll be a national morale hit. No. Vulcan should send me my turn back, Hauser. All right. Fresh troops deploying. U.S. mobilization surges amid outrage over the Panay sinking. Provisional government of Republic of China is established in Peking. Says I get more money for it though, which I don't care. That sounds good to me. U.S. is up to 47% mobilization. We should declare war. It's just the fact that it lets you do that. I know it's just the way the game works in the base game, but they'd be like, "Do you want to lose? Declare war then." Why does that look like a Turkish flag? I need more like garrison units to free up some of the larger units in the north. Darn it. Okay. There's no troops there? Alright, maybe we can get some supply there next turn. I need more headquarters, I need more troops, I need more everything. We're getting overstretched. At least in the north. Down in the south, I think we're still mostly okay. There we go. Took Liang, drove them back. Didn't destroy them, but did drive them back. Okay. Interceptors. Really? 0 to 1? The winter is really doing a number on our effectiveness, I suppose. Flank them. Oops. Just ran that brigade headlong into a Chinese army. Okay. All right, well. What do we need to do here? I've actually got cash now. $128. I can purchase a unit. Do I have any more units coming? No. Where are the Germans? I don't know why the Germans are in this freaking. Well, we can replace our lost unit for half price. So I guess I might as well do that. And then maybe raise a regiment in the north just so we've got something for garrison duty up there. U.S. mobilization decreases as a provisional government is established. PGRC prepares for war. Soviet volunteer reinforcements. They deploy right in front of my troops. Despite the pronouncements on the virtues of the Second United Front, Nationalist Communist alliance remains fraught with tension. Both factions are quietly preparing for the inevitable resumption of the Civil War. Okay. In response, the Nationalists can be blockaded. Or can blockade communist-controlled areas. China must maintain a Chinese army group, cavalry army, or tank in Fujian. What does it have to do with me? We're in October. This is 40 minutes ago, but thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Is that another? No, that's a not a guerrilla. That's a warlord faction up there. I need better supply. I suppose I should be attacking the Chinese patrol boats. They're free national morale hits and bonuses. I should not have. Now I have no frickin' supply. Okay. Wow. I nearly wrecked those guys. Alright, destroyed that. No, they're not a nationalist formation. Destroyed whatever that is. Nanking up in the north. There we go. Eliminated that threat to our rear. Damn it. Can we finish them off, please, with air power? God damn it. They survived. That was a waste. Man, these guys are good. Or they're just in defensive terrain, one or the other. Trying to approach Nanking is kind of a pain in the ass. But we finally destroyed that enemy unit, took that town. Got him. Probably shouldn't have moved a brigade in there. They'll probably get wrecked. Chinese counterattacks, but oh well. Then whoever advances in there won't be dug in, so. All right, 7th Group Army destroyed south of Nanking. We are closing in. th Army of Szechuan destroyed as well. Okay. So we are now approaching Nanking from both north and south. Pushing to expand our influence south of there as well. Wenkao, I'm guessing, has a garrison. But like Fuzhou, Wenkao, a lot of these places we probably should have done amphibious assaults on to gain footholds. Okay. I think we pretty much moved everybody we can. Or if not everyone we can, everyone we should. 180 gives me enough to buy a division. Not an elite one though. Alternatively, I could do some research. Let's do that. Infantry warfare seems like a good investment. Maybe a naval construction if it helps the supply of ports and stuff. I think that could be useful. Decline of German support decreases Chinese national morale. Hell yeah. Guerrillas. Jerks. Provisional government giving us more money. Japanese army is at the gates of Nanking. Damage evaded? Jerks. Air power. Okay. Counterattacks in front of Nanking. Trying to hit our armored spearhead. Not having much luck there. Now they're attacking into winter weather. Multiple, they're going to swap those units out. I guess the good thing for us there is that cuts into their... They're still behind entrenchments, but it cuts into their actual, like, how entrenched they are. It's interesting that this fairly large Chinese counterattack is all occurring in bad weather hexes, which penalizes the attacker. So we're a few months behind schedule. Should have happened in November. Maybe we can try and force the issue this turn. I don't actually have any interceptors to defend my tactical bombers down here. These attacks won't meaningfully hurt them, but they will reduce their national morale a little bit. That'll eat into their artillery a bit. There we go. Nanking falls. With the artillery there to prevent as effective a counterattack as potentially could occur. Hit the troops in the north to try and extend our front line. I suppose they could counterattack and retake it. I think it unlikely. They might destroy the 11th Division down there. Got a lot of headquarters in behind there. I'm guessing there'll be like, it'll trigger them to start withdrawing. Okay. HQ units provide supply and efficiency for units. So they make them fight better. They give them more supply, which makes them fight better. They impact their readiness, which influences how effective they are at fighting. Okay. All right. Kind of a full-blown breakthrough in the south there. Also threatening them in the north. We might be able to... Actually, we've cut off these troops all. Now, these towns provide some supply, but we've effectively... We've pushed to the lake of the Hongzi Lake. I guess maybe some supplies can get between the Kaoyo and Hongzi, but not much. There's no major roadways that way. So in theory, this is a pocket up here. And with the taking of Shusho... You would think they'd be like, hey, we probably should get out of here before they swing in behind us. This is a warlord capital right here. Ooh, some counter battery fire. Good job, boys. It is. Okay. Are they still... We're at 55 units versus our 42. They haven't really lost much. Got him. Oh, I wanted to withdraw him. I didn't realize by attacking there I prevented my ability to do that. I need more units up there in the north. But yeah, I definitely need an influx of troops, which might precipitate a pause in my offensive for a brief period, so I can better prepare my troops. Okay. All right, 240. That's enough for an elite unit. I'll do that. See what happens here. China moves government to Wuchang. Political council surrenders. Japan plunders 90 MPPs. Rough seas. Is there any kind of event saying, hey, Nanking fell? Nanking's captured. That's all it says. Okay. My carrier is like, hey, torpedo boats are bad news, boys. All right, they're definitely pulling troops back. I need better campaigning weather. I could use the spring. Spring, please. Can we just all have a ceasefire so I can reorganize all my forces and my headquarters and all that jazz? Just free? That'd be great. German recognition of the Japanese puppet of Manchukuo decreases Chinese national morale. So Germany is shifted toward us. General Sunruko Hata of the Central China Expeditionary Army, though defended, many of these ports are far from potential Chinese reinforcements, making them vulnerable. Targets are key coastal cities such as Fuzhou, Amoy, Canton, and any other port coast. China capturing these ports will disrupt their military effort. The ports are critical for generating MPPs, and their capture would significantly hinder China's ability to sustain military operations. Okay. With the fall of Nanking and our victories in the north, it may be advantageous to present peace terms to China. The war has been costly, and a move toward peace will likely be received positively by the Japanese public. However, such an offer would be viewed as premature and unnecessary by the militaristic factions within the government, leading to discontent among the Imperial Army officers. So no income will drop. Yes, Japan's morale will suffer. Okay. How much national morale penalty are we looking at? They didn't accept our peace offer. Okay. Whoa, that was a pretty big decrease. I assumed it would be minimal. Overextended. Like to destroy the 6th Group Army. Can we blitzkrieg out of here? Probably isn't smart, but... Can someone please finish off that enemy unit? All right. I know I need to reorganize and probably update my approach somewhat. We've had some initial success, but there's still a lot of work to do. With that being said, I think that's going to wrap up tonight's stream. We've gone for about 2 hours. I need to take care of some things, and you know, well, I need a mental break. I need to gather my thoughts, figure out how best to proceed. With that being said, this does seem like as logical a place as any to wrap things up here. So I hope you guys are enjoying the start of this series. Leave your thoughts below. And until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out. Bye-bye.